Hello crafters, it's Julia Fair and Fair's Craft Lair, and I have our Facebook Live today. I will also be posting this one to YouTube because I think it's pretty fun. So I wanted to share today the Needlepoint Nook Designer Series paper and the Needle and Thread stamp set. Here's the stamp set that we're going to be using today. And it comes with all these really awesome, the bundle, if you get the bundle. If you like using the big shot, it has these awesome dies. And this goes with one of our punches, so it creates a stitched edge around with the punch. And then it punches out all these different shapes, or die cuts all these different shapes that coordinate with the stamp set, so you can stamp and then cut them. And then it's got this stitch design. It doesn't cut anything out, it just perforates your paper and makes this stitch pattern. There's a couple pieces that are like that, which I think are just awesome. So this is really fun. And it looks, the paper itself is photorealistic, and it looks like embroidery, which is so cool. One side is like a floral image, and the back side is just like a stitch shape, generic pattern. So we're going to be making a basket that's pretty easy to do today, and I wanted to show you guys how to do this because it's really fun. So this is the Simply Scoreboard. Again, you know, if you're looking to find a demonstrator, let me know. I'm very happy to help you with any of your Stampin' needs or your paper crafting needs. Let me know. And you can find me at juliafair.stampinup.net, and you can also find me at fairscraftlair.blogspot.com. All right. And my current host code if you're looking to purchase anything, right there. All right, so we're going to score at 4. I lined this up in the corner. Let's score at 4, and then at 8. So it's dividing my 12 by 12 sheet of paper. We're using a full 12 by 12. It's dividing it into 3 sections, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, the 4. I tend to go a little too fast on my scoreboard, and then I jump the track that I'm in. So if you have that problem, take it slower. Alright, and then what I want to do, and sometimes this is a little tricky for people, is I want to try to line this up and see if I can get a score line down the middle of that as best as I can. That worked. Alright. Get another one. If you don't like trial and error of this, which some people may not, and that's understandable. It's a little off for me, so I go there. You can simply take it, and I'll show you with the other two. Okay, so anyway, I went down on those, and if I don't like the extra, I don't want that one there, I can just flip over my paper and kind of set that in a track, and all I'm doing is pushing it back out a little bit. Okay, all right, so we got those scored. I'm going to remove my scoreboard now, and now I want to burnish on all those lines. All right, so now I need my bone folder. Bone folder's right here. Burnish that one. I'm going to turn it and do the same. Open up, turn it, do the same. One more. And then I have to do those little corners. Okay, and I've got one here. And this, we want to pull it inward. I went off camera, sorry. Pull it inward like that, fold it down, and then burnish there. Okay, so then I need to do the same thing on the next one. I already made those score lines on those two, which is why it's easier to do. I'll show you how to do it on the other ones, okay? I'm going to simply take this and fold it over and line it just like you'd, do a diagonal corner fold. That's exactly what we need to do, but you're only going to go to where your score lines are. That's the difference. Where your score lines intersect, so I'm pressing down, that's where my score line is, so I'm just doing the diagonal to there, and then I want to pop it out and reverse it. Reversing it. There we go. All right, so I could do it the opposite direction and that'd be fine as well. You just want to get your corners lined up. So I'm reversing this. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm trying to watch, and I can come back and answer questions afterwards if I miss you. All right, so there we go. I got all of those. And you see, I got these 4 corners. They're going in, and the rest of them are folding out, okay? Or we call these mountain folds, and the rest of them are valley folds. So whatever pattern you want to be on the outside, you want to have the valley folds, the folds facing down, so that paper facing down. All right, so now what's going to happen is we're just going to fold all of these up together. Do you see that? Oh, but how does it stay? Okay, this is where you need a hole punch. So on each of these, I'm going to hold the corner, and I am simply going to take my hole punch. I have a Stampin' Up! Hole punch, but if you have a different hole punch, it certainly works just fine. Hold that corner. Do the same thing on the next one. I've seen this kind of all over the place, so I don't have a specific person that inspired me for this, and I've done them before. I'm sure I saw it from somebody, so, but it's a little hard to remember, especially when you've been doing it for so many years. Okay, so what I would do is I'm going to take a Night of Navy baker's twine, medium baker twine, and I'm going to use that to adhere or put that all together. But before I do that, I have a little stamping to do. All right, because I'm going to make a tag. So I just have a 1/2 inch strip of Balmy Blue, and I also have my Night of Navy ink. Oh, I didn't want to use this one. I wanted to use, it's about a 5/8 inch. Okay, this is Pink Pirouette. And I have the Get Well Soon. I thought this would be cute. Stamp that on there. My table's uneven, and I find if I just press straight down, it doesn't work, so I'm sliding back and forth a little bit. All right, so Get Well Soon. That looks pretty good to me. That's all the stamping we're going to do. And then I have this. This is Tranquil Tide. This stamp was in here, and I made this, and I didn't really remember what I was going to do with it. And so I took the stamp, and I did it twice. But I also didn't make it thick enough for me to fit a sentiment in there, so that's what this is going to be. Okay, so let's do that. I have my snail. I'm going to fit that across the middle. My stamping's a little crooked, but that's okay. And then I have the trio punch, and I'm going to round the corners of my tag. I love corner rounder punches. They're so nice. All right, and then there's a hole punch on this, so I can use that. It'd just be really hard to get the fold in there, so I don't want to worry about that. All right, you're sticking in my nails. I didn't want that. All right, but this is a straight also, so it's a little, you have to gauge where you're going with that. This is one of the few punches that we use that when it's sitting on a table. Most everything else that we have, you want to flip it over and look at what you're doing, because then you can cut out exactly what you're looking for. And perfectly. All right, so I did want to do some cutesy little things. So I've got the Bitty Blooms punches. And I thought these coordinate really well. All right, so we're going to do a couple of those. Actually, we'll do like 3. I think 3 is pretty good. And then, oh, change. I have one of the other ones. That's what this 1/2 inch strip was going to be for, is I want some Balmy Blue flowers on this little tag that I'm making. All right, so I have all of these flying all over the place. All right, I have 5 of them. I am going to use some mini dimensionals to pop those up. I love mini dimensionals. If you guys have not taken a look, actually that might be a little too big. We'll do the blue ones this way. Put that one there. Actually don't need a whole lot. I'm going to use something else in a second here. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to use some little glue dots, I think, for the other ones. If you haven't been looking at all the things that are retiring right now, oh my goodness. I mean, it's awesome because it makes way for, you know, there's going to be some really cool new things that are coming out. And I cannot wait to share them with you. But there's also this really, really cool product medley that's coming out for only the month of May, and I am super excited. It is one of the prettiest sets I think I've ever seen. So, and I cannot wait. I think we'll do just like that. That's pretty good. All right, and then I just wanted to embellish. I don't have enough of the yellow. I've got the Artisan Pearls. Actually, yeah, we can do that. That'd be fine. Just putting some Artisan Pearls. These are the Tranquil Tide ones. My nails are usually long enough that I can set them with my fingernails. But if you can't, you can use your take your pick tool, which is always great too. Alright, so we got a few of those on there. That looks pretty cute. Alright, and the last thing we're going to do is string this all up together then. Alright, so I need a decent length of our baker's twine. I'm just going to snip that. And I want to string up my box first. And again, you want to pinch them together. I love the baker's twine for this. It makes it super easy. Alright, got that. So I can pull it nice and tight, or I can leave it a little loose, and it'll be more open. It just depends kind of on what you want to put in here, how you want it to be strung together, okay? The other thing that I can do, because I like to make things symmetrical, is I can continue to go around. This is going to be a little trickier because my baker's twine kind of needs some help. See, I'm on that corner, so if I wanted to tie something on that corner, I could do that. Okay, so now that is overlapped, I could tie my bow. That'd be really cute like that. Or, what I do, continue around even farther. Oop. Good thing I made a nice long one. That's perfect. Okay, and now I'm kind of halfway. And what that does, it gives it a little bit more stability so that the box isn't popping open. But then it also allows me to, let's do kind of my little tie first. And then we're going to put this through the tag. Alright, and because I did that, now I could leave it like that. Actually, I'm going to do my loop again first, because otherwise I feel like it's going to come apart more. So, and then tie the bow. Okay, so I had way more than I thought I needed, but that's okay. I'd rather have way too much than not enough. And when the box is expanded, this is what happens when I design in real time. You know, then so I have a lot more, and that's okay. But if the box is expanded, it actually takes a bit more to work with, and so I want to make sure I have enough. So yeah, I have like 8.5 to 10 inches extra. So it's not a bad thing. I can use that for something else. But anyway, so here's our cute, adorable little box with a gift tag. And it's actually a decent size to be able to use for a lot of different things. So you could also, you know, choose which pattern you want to be on the outside. So anyway, if you have any questions or you're looking for anything, let me know. I'm always happy to help. Have a great day. Bye.